and welcome to Therapy Book Thursday. Today I am going to read You're Always Enough and More Than I Hoped For by Emily Lay and illustrated by Romina Galotta. This book, if you are a parent and you're watching this, talks a lot about how your children are enough however they are, and that they are beautifully and wonderfully made by God, and talks all about the differences and intricacies about our children, and really comes from that perspective, as a parent or even a teacher, and from God, and wanting our kids to know that they are special just the way they are. So let's jump into it today. You're always enough and more than I hoped for. I never could have asked for more. God made my dreams come true. He filled my life with love and joy by giving me sweet you. No matter what our days bring, whether good or bad or rough, you'll always be my treasure and you'll always be enough. Now, some days you'll feel fancy and some days you'll feel bland. At times you may feel angry, and others you'll feel grand. No matter what you're feeling, I'm proud of what I see. You're quirky in my favorite ways, as special as can be. I see your kind and lovely soul. You're a caring, including friend. I love how deep you think your thoughts. You're one amazing kid. When life gets wild and messy, when choices are hard to make, when others make you really mad or you make a big mistake, just know that no one's perfect. Not me, not them, not you. What matters most is being kind, sincere, and brave and true. What matters is your laughter, your smile, your gentle hands, your willingness to be a friend and help out when you can. When you have a tricky problem or some worries on your mind, when you're not sure which choice to make and it leaves you in a bind, remember you are inside and that I'll hold you tight. The Lord will guide your every step and He will be your light. You're marvelous and messy. You're sweet and spicy too. You're capable of anything you put your heart into. You're enough when you are angry. You're enough when you're picked last. You're enough when you have questions. You're enough when you are sad. When someone hurts your feelings or makes you feel so small, remember what you're made of. You're the youest you of all. Your heart is made of sunshine, your smile of rainbow beams. Your hugs are marshmallows and honey, your laughs as sweet as cream. And if you start to wonder if you truly measure up, remember that you're full of hope and goodness, joy, and love. What more could I have hoped for? I'm proud to call you mine, and I'm so glad to have the chance to love you all my life. I love to watch you build new things. You dream, you soar, you fly. You use imagination, and you try with all your might. I love to watch you do hard things. You stand up when you fall. But most of all, I love the way you try to conquer all. There may be rooms you walk into, you're sure you don't fit in, but you can stand up proud and tall, be happy in your skin. And when you worry if you've got what it takes to be so brave, when the worries in your head make you feel a bit afraid, just focus deep inside your heart and gather all your strength. Remember, you have what you need to get through anything. For God above made no mistakes when he was making you. He made you tender, tough, and bold, fantastic through and through. He knew precisely who you'd be, so wonderfully complex. He knew the world would need someone so different from the rest. Enough does not mean perfect. Enough's not what you do. Enough means being who you are, the way that God made you. So when you start to wonder if the parts of you add up, remember what you know inside. You'll always be enough. The end. So I really love this book and how it talks about how our children don't have to be perfect. And perfect does not mean that you are enough, or you are not enough if only if you're perfect. And perfection doesn't really exist in the world in the way we think it does. When we talk about God and the perfect gifts that he gives us and how he has made us perfectly and wonderfully and beautifully made, that is true. I often think about living in a perfect world and what the world would be like, and how boring it might be if everybody and everything, including us, was perfect. There wouldn't be anything to change. There wouldn't be anything to want to do or to do better, because we would be perfect. And here on earth, that's kind of how we live, is always striving to do better, to make better choices and do better things and feel better about ourselves, which is ultimately what this is about, is being able to look at yourself and accept you for who you are and being okay with who you are, because you are wonderfully and beautifully made by God. I hope you enjoyed this book today. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you again next week for Therapy Book Thursday.